We're now going to chat to some of the overseas entrants who will be taking their place on the world final grid here at Skegness Raceway. So I'm with New Zealand entrant Caleb Ashton. Evening, Caleb. Thank you so much for taking time out to talk to us. Are you okay?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
I'm very well. When did you get to the UK? Because we did Trent the other day, and he'd been over here quite a while, but you've not been over in the UK as long, have you?
No, we landed midday Saturday, so we've only been here a couple of days.
And what have you been doing with your time since you've been in the UK?
We've just been out at the Wayman's workshop getting our car ready, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of the Wayman farm? It's an impressive place.
Yeah, there's cars everywhere, but no, it's bloody wicked with all the stuff they've got there and just their workmanship there and everything.
Yeah, I think it's very impressive. We've been up a couple of times. We did like a workshop visit a couple of winters ago, and I think fans certainly find it very interesting. Just to see kind of certainly where stock car drivers work from, and certainly the Waymans. There's a lot of stuff knocking around, like you say, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely heaps of stuff around that place.
So you've come over on Saturday, been up at the Waymans, and where you staying for the week? Are you staying up around there?
Yeah, we're staying in Skipton, which is like 15 minutes from Frankie's place, so yeah, isn't that bad of a drive.
Good. Right. Let's just talk about New Zealand. So obviously super stock at the minute. And prior to that, did you do any like junior formulas before you kind of progressed into the adult formulas, if you like?
Yeah, so when I was 12, we started in the mini stock over in New Zealand. Then I raced that to age 17, and then jumped into the super stock, and I've done probably 3 years in the super stock now.
Okay. So you're like not too similar age to Trent, then he's only 18, you're like 20, 21. So
yeah,
both are young.
So.
Yeah. And in terms of like history then with the sport over in New Zealand, have you got a family history of people that have raced?
Yeah, so it started with my granddad back in the days, and then my dad raced, and then my whole family does.
Yeah.
There's heaps of Ashtons out there, and then we're the main sponsor. So Technical Welding Services is the main sponsor, Rotorua Speedway.
Yeah.
They run the 240s and all that, and that's our family business. So we're tied up in Speedway.
Yeah. So stock cars is very much your life. It's like kind of just what you know.
Yeah. I've been going to Speedway since I've been born. So
yeah, it's very similar to you mentioned like you're for the Waymans, but they've got such a huge history with Formula stock car racing, and it's kind of a bit of similarity there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's actually quite similar. Our two families with the history and all that.
Lovely. Right. So when I asked Trent around getting the invite to come over, and obviously you guys get like invited, but you have to kind of achieve a certain championship, or so. What was your kind of route coming to the Bristol Formula One World Final?
I think it was they just needed a driver, and they were going down the list for the 240s, like the qualifiers, and I qualified for the 240s, and then I was just going down the list, and I was the only one to say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a big commitment for you guys to come over there, isn't it? Like it's hugely expensive. It's in terms of time and money. So you've got to want to come over.
Yeah, you gotta. We done plenty of fundraising and all that, and all the support from the New Zealanders is, like we wouldn't be here without all their support and all that. So you can't thank them enough back in New Zealand.
Yeah. And what's your kind of experience of Bristol Formula One? I mean, obviously you've seen guys come over to race in New Zealand, like Frank's come over, etc. And then in terms of watching it, do you watch much of it? Do you kind of pay much attention to it?
No, I've just watched a few YouTube videos lately, and like I watched all the semi-finals, the qualifier for the world final and all. I watched all of them and all that just to see what the top guys do, and that's about it.
And what's your initial thoughts from sort of watching those videos?
Doesn't look much different to like what we do.
Yeah.
But except for the tarmac and all that, but like the punching up like the rear end of the car and all that, we all do that back in New Zealand, and it's just going to be the side contact that I'm going to have to get used to, because we have wheel gates back there and there's none on the F1s.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's the same but different. Like there's notable differences, like you say.
Yeah.
So you've been looking at stock cars for the last couple of days up at Wayman's, and like, has it been kind of a bit of an eye opener to some of the differences with car construction and how we do it?
Yeah, like the cars are completely different. Like they've got that because we've got a new front bumper on our one. They've got like points where you just cut off. If you take a hit, they bend. You just cut them off.
Yeah.
Where in New Zealand we don't got stuff like that. We just build a chassis, and then if it bends, we cut the chassis and pitch the chassis.
Okay. Right. So it's good, different but good. Right. So like Super Wayman's, and I'm guessing you're using one of their cars for the World Final weekend. So which one are you? What are you using? Whose car is it?
Oh, I don't know. All I know is Frankie did tell me it is a world final champion winning car before, but I don't know what one it was. He just said it was a world final champion, like the winner once, and that's it.
That's good enough, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I say, he's got plenty to choose from, hasn't he? So there's loads knocking around.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully he's picked me the best one.
Yeah. And obviously it's different. So we've got tarmac Skegness. You're used to shale. Have you got a chance to do any practice other than the Friday, the day before? Is that kind of only practice you're going to get in the car?
Yeah, I'm just going to go there the Friday and practice all day Friday and then do our time trials and then go straight into the world final.
Yeah. And when do you go home? So how long is the trip?
So we stay a week later and race at Bradford
Yeah.
and do I think it's a shootout round or something.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay and do that, and then we leave the following Tuesday after that Bradford meeting, I think.
Yeah. So it's a good lengthy stay, and you get, sort of, you got the Friday practice, 2 days at Skegness plus the Bradford. So it is a decent amount of racing while you're over here.
Yeah. While we're over here, you might as well try both surfaces. Like there could be stuff from racing on show that I can take back to my racing in New Zealand and make me better back there.
Yeah. But it's interesting you say that, because some of the guys like Charles Order, etc., that have come over and raced New Zealand, certainly in teams, and then they've kind of said actually they did learn stuff while they were there, and it helped them with their racing in the UK. So it's good if it kind of works both ways.
Yeah, hopefully I can learn a few things and take it back to New Zealand, and hopefully it can make me a bit better.
But you are good. I'm sure you're good. Have you done teams? Do you do teams?
I've done the fun teams race against the Great Britain team before Palmy teams. So I
Yeah,
went up to Auckland the week before. I done that one. That was my first ever teams race.
yeah,
And then I done later in the year. I done the teams nationals back up in Auckland
yeah.
with the All Stars, and we ended up winning that meeting. And yeah,
And do you enjoy teams? Because it's different, isn't it? To how you normally race, I suppose.
yeah, teams is what everyone wants to do in the superstock class. Like everyone wants to go do Palmy teams.
Yeah,
It's just a wicked buzz and like the atmosphere, the stadiums and all that. You can't beat it.
yeah. Good. Right. So up at Frank's, is that the plan for the rest of the week, or are you kind of going to do some sightseeing this week, or is it actually I'm working on the cars until we get to Skegness?
Yeah, I think we might go there again tomorrow afternoon and just do the final touches, and then don't know. I think we go to Skegness on Thursday,
Yeah,
been there Thursday, and then go race Friday.
yeah. And how many have come over in your party? How many's come over from the Ashtons, if you like?
So there's 5 of us.
Yeah. And are you hoteling it in Skipton? Are you like
Oh yeah, we got an Airbnb, so you just got our own house here.
perfect? It's
Yeah.
perfect. Good. And weather. So it's been like a bizarre day here. So it's been like lovely sunshine this afternoon, raining this morning. Is this similar to kind of like end of summer, autumn, New Zealand weather-wise, or?
It's just been raining the whole time in New Zealand.
Oh, you kidding?
Yeah, like doesn't stop.
Do you guys don't race in the rain though, do you? Or did you not race at all in the rain?
No, we don't race at all in the rain. So if gets like starts raining, they just cancel the meeting or postpone the meeting in New Zealand.
Okay. And is that because of the track surface? It's not suitable to sort of race on?
Yeah, and then it's also to do with the infield, like the center of the track, because it's all grass in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And you get onto that and you try to hit the brakes or something, you just speed up and go faster, and you don't want that. Like, it's just too dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. And my last question before I leave you to your evening. So, World Finals game, that's like I keep saying. What kind of you aiming for? What's your hopes for the weekend and for the big race?
Oh, just to finish it, basically. Like, it looks like it's just a challenge to finish it, but yeah, just to finish it would be my goal.
Yeah. Because it is a small I mean, obviously, I'm guessing you've seen videos of racing at Skegness. It is quite a tight track, and that fence is quite close, and there's 36 of you on the track at any one time. So,
Yeah, that's why I don't know if I just go butcher my time trial lap and then start right off the back, so I missed the first corner push.
yeah, absolutely. So is the talk in at the Weymans all about the World Final, or is it kind of quite quiet at the minute, or is that all they're talking about?
Yeah, it's mostly just the World Final talk at the moment.
Yeah. Well, they've all qualified very well, though. Carl's up there, Frank's up there, Danny's up there. They've all got like a really good chance this year.
Yeah, I think Carl's starting right behind Frankie, and Carl's told him to watch out, I think.
Absolutely. Well, absolutely. As he should do. He needs to get a wriggle on, doesn't he? So,
Yeah.
before I let you go, trips like this don't come cheap, like we said, and you need a lot of support. Is there any kind of sponsors, people you want to thank for helping you get over here and experience racing in the UK?
Yeah, I gotta thank my parents, my mum and dad, and then my granddad and his wife Raywin for like
Yeah.
all the support they give me and all of our family, and then also all my sponsors. So I got Technical Routing Services, McLeod Sheet Metals, King Signs, Steve Williams Racing, Farmline Services, Rotorua Stock Car Club, Woodford Glen Speedway, Dirt Shop Creations, CH Plumbing, Sportswear Photography, and TrackMac Limited.
Thank you very much. They've been very helpful. Listen, I will see you at the weekend. It's been lovely to talk to you, and enjoy the next few days making your car go quick, ready for Skegness.
Yep, sweet as. Thank you guys.
Cheers, Kyle. Thank you.